Hello. We're going to another Dawntrail raid. It is the second one in the Arcadion raid series. AAC Light-heavyweight M2. Since I'm releasing this pretty early, since the raid has launched, there might be random people finding the video, so I just want to indicate that this is a long guide. Like, literally, it's gonna be a long video. There are other people who make guides that are a lot shorter, and we'll get straight to the point. But yeah, here I'm going to go over the mechanics and kind of pick it apart so we can figure out what's going on. This was a blind run for me, and it was done like at launch, and so I think a lot of people here are also new. Okay, call me honey. This is a raid wide? Yep. Okay, like 50k. Yeah. Would yellow be better? Yeah, sure. Okay. Tempting twist here. We've got these like sword thingies going around like this. Okay, well now switching back to blue might be better. Dang. Brown. Green. This, okay, no. We'll make do with the yellow or blue. Anyway, so this is going around, and that means that the inside will be safe. So this is a donut AoE. So go inside the hitbox. Okay, so if you don't make it, you'll take some damage and then also get this dot right here. And the dot does a decent amount of damage too. Okay, honey bee line. So this one, you see here, the sword thingies are here now, like fanning out from the boss. Dang, I gotta find a better color. Maybe pink? No, that's worse. White? That's also hard to see. This is also kind of hard to see. Dang. I don't know about this color aesthetic, man. It's just because there's so many colors all over the place, so it's kind of hard to pick a good color to showcase all this stuff. I'm just gonna have to draw more like dramatically. But yeah, so there's like this huge cleave going through the boss here, indicated by these sword things, and so that means it's going to be a line AoE through the middle of the hitbox. And so I'm positioning myself outside on the side. So this is the hitbox here, and this is like the little arrow on the sides, and this is the front. This is the front. There you go. So you want to move out, and usually for me, I stand like right outside the hitbox, but it's a little bit wider than the hitbox, so I end up getting hit by this. So you want to be on the side, but also move out just a little bit, like a little bit past that. So I'd be line almost 60k, and then I get the dot sustained damage here, and it lasts for 15 seconds. Okay, honeyed breeze. This is a double tank buster cleave thing. So just keep those spread away from people. As you can see, my dot is still here, and I'm still losing a lot of health. So this dot can be pretty spicy. Okay, tempting twist again. So we got these little spoke thingies going around the stage again. See, it's going around like that, and so this is a circle AoE. Sorry, donut AoE. So you want to go inside the hitbox. Okay, Honey Bee Live. Okay, so all these names are bee and honey related, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's kind of hard to remember the names themselves, but it's fine if you don't remember the actual name. It's better to focus on the mechanics you see. So here, this one, I already forgot the name of it, Bee Live. It gives us these little hearts. Everybody has hearts over their heads. And depending on how many hearts you get, will do different things to you. So here, Love Me Tender. Okay, so this is a red white. I don't know, sorry, my bad. That's not red white. This, see, oh wait, hang on. Let me look at the wiki. Which one's the red white? Call Me Honey is... Call Me Honey is the red white. Love Me Tender is the AoE. Jeez. Okay. Ow. Okay, wait, hang on. Actually, there's also... Okay, so Love Me Tender is one of those cast names that then has different variations of mechanics in it. Okay, that makes sense. In other fights, sometimes they have like the one move and then it's basically just like blah blah 1, blah blah 2, blah blah 3. And so that's basically what this one is like. And so every time you see it, it's just a different variation of the move. Okay, anyway. So for this variation, we've got people with these little like target markers. Everybody has this as a circle AoE. And you'll also notice that above the target marker, there's a little heart. And also in the AoE, there's a heart. Okay, so we have these hearts above our heads. And so if you get hit with a heart thingy, your heart gauge is gonna fill up. And that's not a good thing in this case. Okay, so here we go. So we have one here. You are growing infatuated with Honey Bee Lovely. This is the boss. So, if you watch the cutscene or the quest stuff, they mentioned something about us being in like a dome thingy so that the audience doesn't get affected by infatuation whatever stuff. And so that's kind of what's playing here in this themed fight. We are getting infatuated with the boss. Okay, so that's why our hearts are going up. The more hearts you get, the more infatuated you are, and the more infatuated you are, the more you're gonna die. Just FYI. Okay, so with that said, we have towers to soak. As long as one person is in the tower, it'll be fine. But if someone's not in the tower, then it's gonna deal like damage to the entire party and probably give us a vuln stack or dot or some other variation of like party-wide, like you made a mistake. So as long as one person's in the tower, it's cool. In the tower though, there is a heart. I think there's hearts everywhere, but if you're standing in here and you take the tower soak, then you're going to get another heart. And it's fine for now because, you know, I got one heart and I'll be okay. But be careful, like you're gonna have to coordinate with the party just a little bit, where if someone is about to fill up on all 3 hearts, then they probably shouldn't take the tower. Okay, but here, because I took the tower, I now have 2 hearts, and now my debuff has changed to head over heels. Okay, so before, okay, here. So after this first one, this first heart AoE thingy that I got, the debuff I get is infatuated. Okay, and then the next debuff, like my debuff will transform now when I have 2 hearts. Okay, also if you want, for people who pick on this, like this debuff here, it says 1, and also there's the 3 hearts, and you can see the very first one. The very first one up here is pink. Okay, so I'm gonna get hit with the second one, and so now my debuff has changed. Okay, instead of 1, it says 2 now. And now 2 of the first hearts are pink, and I still have 1 black heart left. And so that's called head over heels. And so with this, okay, well here, love seeker here, this is a circle AoE, so you want to make sure you're outside. These debuffs do incremental amounts of damage, so they do damage over time. It might be a little hard to see at this moment, but like because we all have shields, but like when you have the 1 heart, like you get a little bit of damage over time, but when you get the 2 heart, you get a little bit more damage over time, and then if you get 3, then it's a whole different situation. So this is a normal raid, and so you might not worry about it too much when you're running this, but if you're having issues, then these are some of the reasons that might be causing the problems, you know what I'm saying? And or if you are priming yourself to get into savage raiding, these are the things you're gonna have to start paying attention to. So like the debuffs and the different variations, like this person, this tank, did not stand in a tower because, you know, they didn't need to. And there are other people who probably stood in a tower when they also didn't need to. We only had 4 towers out here, so we only needed 4 people to stand in a tower, but we had extras standing in the tower, so that meant more people got the number 2 debuff when they really didn't have to. It's a whole situation. Don't worry about it if you're not gonna be running like high-end content, okay? Like, it's okay to just be like, I'm just gonna get through the fight with the least amount of deaths as possible. That's totally fine. Okay, love me tender. So this might be a different variation. Yes, here we go. We've got these little hearts that are spawning from the boss's hitbox. And I know there's like also these other hearts like all over the place, but quite literally there are these actual hearts that you can touch you here. These ones coming from the middle of the hitbox. This person was standing really close, and so they got hit with 1 of them, and so that gives you a Vuln stack. Okay, now after that, okay, see, like as the hearts move out, they have a, this is the radius of it, and so if you radius, circumference, this is, well, it's a circle. We're not doing geometry. Can you use the word radius to just mean like the whole thing? This is this is how big it is. Okay, it's not, my ADHD is getting triggered. So try not to like go into this hitbox of the heart, or else you will get the Vuln thing, and then you'll also get another heart. Because as you see here, this person, this tank, okay, so they still only have 1. The 1 debuff for the heart, whereas I have 2, everybody else has 2 because we got hit twice. They see that right here? They only have 1 pink heart, and now this heart's gonna touch them. It's touching right here. It's about to touch, and watch their debuff here. Okay, they got hit with it. They got hit with it, and then immediately this debuff switched to 2, and then they also got the bone stack. Okay, and so if you already have 2 hearts and you get hit with another heart, you're gonna get 3 hearts and the 3 debuff, and that's gonna do something else. All right, while that's happening, we get these baited AoEs. Now, it might look like they're just popping up all over the place, but I've run this twice, and I was like, no way is it random, dude. Like, it was too close to me to be random. And this one popped up like almost like right where this person was, and this one popped up and this person's basically right there. Is it actually random? You know, it's kind of following where the people are. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, also these hearts are like all to the side too, okay? It's not just that the hearts are spawning outwards, they're spawning on the outside and going inwards. And so there's a lot of things to dodge here. Okay, you got the circle baited AoEs, you got the hearts going out from the boss, and you got the hearts from the outside going in. So you have to pay attention to a lot of stuff. If you have to, just drop your damage, you know? Just avoid the stuff if you can. So here, I'm like navigating, I navigated through and I tried to avoid a bunch of stuff, but I was not able to dodge one of the things. Let's see, did I get hit with a heart or an AoE? Running through the hitbox is just dangerous business. I don't recommend doing that. Yeah, I think I must have touched this one. No, I didn't touch that one. Okay, but another one, a circle spawned right underneath me. So which one did I actually? I think I must have hit this one, this heart right here, as I was running across in front of this person. And so then that changed mine. So now I have 3 hearts. And also this heart right here is about to touch this person, CS. Oh, wait, no. It didn't touch them. It went away, and I think that's because I touched it. Hold up. Let me clear all this out. Also, I feel like the program's gonna crash. It's a feeling. But anyway, okay, so I run through, looking at this one. It's heading towards the tank here, CS, but I think I'm the one that accidentally touched it. Yeah, and then it like went away, so then it didn't touch the tank. And so, if anything, I saved the tank. So I now have the 3 heart thingy, and it's called Hopeless Devotion, okay? And then I get, so with this being a 3 debuff thingy, the damage over time is more significant, and I also have a vulnerability up, which means that I'm more vulnerable to damage. And you are powerless against your undying affection for the boss. Okay. Also, something else I noted is that the announcer, like I noticed this in the last fight too, when certain things happen, the announcer will actually call it out, which I think was kind of neat. Like someone fell in the other fight, and the announcer said, "Wow, the challenger fell" or something. And so here, I happen to turn hopelessly devoted to the boss. I think that's a song in Greece. ADHD. Okay, no, focus. So I switched here, and then the announcer said, "Allows for charms were not to be denied." And so that's probably referencing the fact that me and also this other tank somewhere over there are now, we have the 3 thing. Okay, so just little things to note. That's what all this stuff's happening. Okay, so here, because I have this fatal attraction thing, I now can't do anything, because I'm just, this is like the seduce debuff, where I'm just, you know, in love. See the tiny little hearts around me? I'm just in love, I can't do anything, okay? The situation, though, is because I can't move or do anything, I can't avoid any of these other AoEs. And so here, okay, Hopeless Devotion, suffering severe heart palpitations due to undying affection for Honeybee Lovely, taking damage over time. So I'm taking damage over time from, yeah, that's this debuff. And then, because let's see, did I get hit with, okay, Splinter. Is Splinter the circle AoE? See. Okay. Oh, wait, I got hit with another heart thing. And then I got a damage over time. Okay, wait, hang on. Is the... Hold up. Are the hearts called Splinter, or are the hearts called the heart stopper thingy? Let's see. Okay, for this one, I got hit with Splinter. So, was it the heart, or did I get clipped with the... Hang on. This... Okay, the wiki doesn't say Splinter anywhere in it, so I'm gonna have to investigate. I'm pretty sure I got hit with the heart, not a circle AoE. Okay, so if you get a heart, the heart one, that's Splinter. Okay, so here I think I get hit with this other one. Yeah. Okay, so if you get hit with the heart, it's called Splinter, and then this gives me sustained damage over time. Oh, the first one didn't. Oh, maybe is it because we reset? So the other tank over here also got a damage over time, just like me. Vivi over here. Okay, so they get hit with something, and we're both like seduced at the same time. And then immediately, as soon as like they lose their debuff, their 3 debuff, they got this thingy. And I think as soon as I lose mine, I get that too. Yeah, as soon as I lost my Hopeless Devotion, I got damage over time. Dang, so yeah, this fight really has a lot of damage over time stuff going on. Okay, but because I was there seduced and stuff, I couldn't avoid another heart thingy that hit me. And then, so I got hit with a few things. Okay, so I was seduced here, okay? Eventually, after a few seconds, this debuff, what was it called? Not Heartless Devotion, the other one. Fatal Attraction. Okay, so the Fatal Attraction is the one that stuns me, and then it makes me do this like animation. So because of that, eventually I lose this debuff and also the Fatal Attraction debuff, but there's a heart right here that's gonna hit me. Okay, and so when that hits me, like it looks like I have none right now, but in a second it's gonna pop up 2 all of a sudden. And I'm also standing in 2 circle AoEs. Okay, so it's a few things going on here. Oh, I also got another Vuln up, and so that must be because I got hit with another heart thing. So yeah, the first heart thing that I touched, I got a Vuln up. Okay, and then because I'm stuck here, I get hit with another heart thing, which the damage is Splinter, and then I also get another Vuln stack from that. And so that means that, yeah, this sustained damage over time thing, it just switches because of this situation, these other debuffs. This might be an overwhelming amount of information if you are just in here for the normal part of the fight, but we're going through it. Okay, we're almost done with this 5-second segment. So here, now I'm stuck, and I get hit with these 2 AoEs that I was standing in. Okay, and so because of those 2 AoEs, I got 44, 50, and I got more Vuln stacks. And then because I got hit by 2 of them, it increased my heart counter, which also gives me damage over time. Okay, so all of that means I'm dead. Okay, so that's what happened there. And everyone else is, you know, trying their best to like avoid each other. So for here, like I'm thinking, were those circle AoEs baited or what? Okay, also this move that the boss is doing is a cleave. Okay, we're gonna see it again later, but it's a cleave. So you gotta make sure you're outside of that while still dodging these heart things on the side. I was thinking to myself, are those circle AoEs baited? If they are, then I gotta like run away from people because I was standing in too many of them. Right? Love Me Tender is, so we get another variation. So this is this one is going in a round. This is like the Shiba ice thingy. We've seen this mechanic a few times. It's also in Tsukiyomi's thing. Okay, so you want to stand near the end and then run into the first one that blows up. So you wait and then you run in. Okay, there we go. See, so I did move in just to be safe, and then I ran out just in case I got hit by this one, but you can definitely go from here to over here. Okay, does that make sense? So I see the first one, and I kind of hang out near there, waiting for the AoE to go out, and then I run to the first spot. Right after that here, we've got that cleave, blow kiss. Okay, you can see here, there's this pink stuff, there's hearts and stuff, and she's gonna cleave over there. Okay, Honey Bee Finale. Okay, so we lose our... Okay, so that's like a little raid wide, and then we lose these heart debuff thingies. We got the tank cleave, so stay away from them. Splash of venom. Okay, Honeybee Lovely coats her stinger with poison. Okay, so there's some sort of poison situation coming out. Okay, so here, Honeybee line, we've got the spokes coming out from the the boss, like just straight through the boss. Okay, so that means it's gonna be the line AoE. It's kind of like the Endwalker fight with the green lady with the hair, Barbaricia, something like that. How she did these like sword cleave things, kind of like that, if you remember that fight. So we want to stand outside the it's actually, wait, remember, it's a little bit further out than the hitbox. Where I'm standing, I'm probably gonna get hit with this. Okay, wait, I moved, okay. Watch here, see, this is the hitbox, and this, see how much of a difference it is? So you gotta move it out. This is probably not the best frame for this, but... It's like hard to see, like, because of all the stuff in the background. And so you have to pan your camera to figure out, like, I mean, what direction is this going? Yeah. There. Okay. Right after that, though, we got these balls all over the place, and they're gonna explode. So you want to find like a gap. So I kind of hung out over here. And as we can see, these things that dropped do these big circle AoEs. Okay, so that's why you gotta find a gap to stand in. And we do have circle AoEs on ourselves, but you wanna wait for these puddle thingies to explode first before spreading, so you don't get hit with all this. Okay, and so if you get hit with it, the puddle, sorry, the little orb things that blow up, you get splinter, which isn't that much damage, but you do get a bone stack. And so now I'm like trying to stay spread with this, and I'm gonna take a little bit more damage because of my bone stack. But that's also fine. So here, splash of venom, everyone takes 67k, but also, very specifically, there's poison resistant down too. And so that means you can't get hit with 2 of these, because this is poison damage, this is venom. If you get hit with 2 of them, you're basically gonna die. Alright. Oh, what happened over here? Let's see. The red mage looks like... Oh, the red mage was standing in like 2 things. Yeah, you can see that. Here. This is a circle AoE, and then this is another circle AoE, and the red mage is standing right in between both of them. And then they tried to move up out of it. See, they tried to move up, but they were still standing in it. And so they got hit with 2 of them. So they got 2 bone stacks. And then when they get hit with their own individual AoE thingy, they took a lot of extra damage, likely because they got the 2 bone stack. Okay, so they didn't die, but it gets pretty spicy. Okay, drop of venom. That's the next cast. Okay, so we got the spinny sword thingies on the outside, so we're gonna go inside the hitbox. Also, notice the sword thingy is looking poisonous. So we're gonna get another mechanic here. Okay, so we got the bubbles out. See, now the sword thing, it doesn't look poisonous because all the poison's on the ground. So find a gap somewhere and wait for the explosions to go out. Okay. And then after that we have a stack. Okay, alarm pheromones. So pheromones usually bring people, well, not just people, but animals. Brings beings. Okay, so we've got these ads on the side. A swarm of group bees are attracted by honeybee lovely's pheromones. Okay, yeah, that's how pheromones work. So we've got these ones on the side now, and you'll notice here there's this green arrow. This green arrow thingy pointing towards the boss. Okay. Okay, so all of them are kind of pointing towards the boss. Like this. I know the color's not great here. We got a lot of colors going on. But we got these green lines, okay? And so they're still popping over around the stage, doing this thing, blinding love. And so here we see the AoEs go out. So it's going to do a line AoE, and it's just going to keep fanning around. So you can just consider this one of those rotating mechanics where you have to rotate with the boss. Or you're rotating with the AoE. So I happen to be standing near where the first one is. So I'm just going to follow it. As they blow up, I'm just going to follow them. Yeah, as you can see, we had some issues over here. If you go on the far side of it, you might not think you'll get hit. There's another mechanic in this fight that does something that looks kind of similar, but because this mechanic has the bees continuously popping up like that, it's going to go all the way around the stage. And so, like I said, rotate with it. It's a little bit easier to rotate following the AoEs that blow up rather than trying to outrun it, usually. It's a little bit harder, at least for me, to like visually understand how much further I need to run. But let's see, here we go. We got one person, the tank with 6 1 stacks. So they're getting hit with a few of these, or they got hit with a few other things. Yeah, wait, no. They went into this mechanic with that many. What's going on? But I want to go back just to see where this tank got all these ones. Oh, wow, they got all these all the way back here. Okay, so as you can see, they probably were surviving because they're a tank, but some of the rest of us don't do as well having that many bone stacks. Okay, so just bone stacks are very popular in this fight. Anyway, let's just watch this as we're following. So I'm gonna follow the AoEs as they go out. Okay, I just keep rotating. Oh, it looks like the other tank VV like got into the electricity outside somehow. So maybe they got hit with one. Maybe it does a knockback. Did it do a knockback? All right. Who got hit with that? Here's VV. Oh, kind of looked like they were just running out there. Yeah, I'm not sure if it actually does a knockback or if they just happen to run out there. But if you run out, you get the electricity dot. So, like, you know, it'd be good to avoid that. Okay, so this one, Finding Love. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them show up at the same time, which is different than the other one where these green lines showed up one by one. So if they all show up at the same time, that means they're going to go off at the same time. And you can see in the cast bar here, their cast is all at the same time. So this means it's going to be a line AoE this, And then like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. So this is the one that kind of does a bow tie shape cleave, because of the way the AoEs are going out. So you want to go like to the sides, like this. And you'll also notice that these bees are the only ones here. More don't pop up around the stage. And so this is the bow tie one. So I'm gonna park it back here. There we go, see, so it goes out like that. Oh, actually, wait, this person did get knocked back. It makes sense, the bees are like flying. So, okay, it looks like when you're dodging them, if you happen to get hit by one, it'd be better, if you think you're gonna get hit by one, it's better to stand closer rather than further away so you don't get knocked back into the electricity thing. Here, this person, this NA person, got hit with one, and then they got pushed all the way over there. Okay. Right after that, if you can pay attention to it, which I didn't, honey bee line. So this is like the spiky thingy through the hitbox, and it's going to do a line AoE. I was standing directly in line with that, and I didn't catch it in time, and so I got hit with that. And then I think somebody else did too. So 80 damage, 80k damage, and then a damage over time. So it's, you know, it is a little spicy here. Also a healer died, so lots of stuff to pay attention to, you know what I'm saying? Lots going on here. And like, while I did get healed up by the other healer, like my dot's still going off, and so spicy, spicy. Okay, honeybee live. Wait, we can see how much damage it is. My damage over time is like 18k. Yeah, I'm getting 17, 18k like each tick of this dot. Alright, so there's a big raid wide, and then we get these heart things again. Love me tender, okay. Oh, we got two stack markers, okay? You gotta separate them out. You gotta separate them out, like they don't overlap. Okay, so as you can see, there are only 3 of us over here. Nobody has hearts right now in their marker, their heart gauge thingy, okay? There's 3 of us alive over here. I don't know how many people over here are alive, but we'll look at this. The stack marker itself has 4 hearts. Okay, same over here. It's a little hard to see, but there's 4 hearts going off over here. Not this. Okay, so once this hits, once it hits, 4 pink hearts are distributed between all of us. Okay, so I got 1, this person got 1, and this person got 2 of them. Over here, it kind of looks like there's a bunch of people here, but you know, some of them are dead. So the stack that was over here, it was distributed in a manner where one person got 2, the other person got the other 2. And so when you are stacking, you want to even it out so that people can spread out these heart debuff thingies, all right? Because we still have these other mechanics that we have to deal with. So for example, then if only one person was there in this stack, they would overflow and then probably die because of the damage, but then also because they'd get their debuff thingy that would be like more than 3. Well, once it hits 3, it'd be a bunch of damage, and then they'd be stunned, and then they wouldn't be able to move, and then they'd be just doing, taking like extra damage and things like that. Okay, so when the stack goes out, you want to try your best to have an even amount of people in the stacks, if possible. Okay, this person over here ran out for some reason, so they didn't help the stack. But anyway, so now we've got these heart things, the heart towers, okay? And remember, the hearts are going down, and so if you're standing in one of these, you're gonna increase your heart gauge, and so ideally you will plan it out so that you don't overfill. Okay, so like I didn't really need to be here, but I was hoping this person would move, so I switched over. Okay, so now only I am in this one, so I will take the heart for this, and then this person will grab that one, and so on. So then this NA person grabs the other one, the person over here grabbed one. Okay, let's see what's happening here. CS. Okay, so CS already had 2, but they took a tower. They took a tower for the team. Okay, so now they're infatuated and they're just standing in front there. But that's also fine, they're the tank. But everyone else was able to grab a thing without too many issues. Okay, and then so once CS's thing switched, they got a damage over time. Okay, now we have the circle AoE, so you gotta get out of this. Love me tender. Okay, this, we've got the hearts going out, so be careful if you're standing close. And then we've got these AoEs dropping underneath people. It's like, it's not even that it's right underneath you, it's like near you. And so it can be spooky, you know? It's like, oh, where did that come from? Some of them are directly underneath you and some just spawn kind of close. Because people are standing kind of close, then it like kind of follows people. And then remember, there are hearts that spawn on the outside of the stage that are moving inwards. So there's lots to dodge. At this point, I'm like, I'm gonna run away from people. I don't think I should stand near anybody, because then like these things are spawning like all over the place. And then we also have the big ones that spawn. And so I just felt like it's a little dangerous being near all this. And then of course, yeah, I got hit with the really big one, because I was like, I'd be standing in like 5 of them over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3, but like still, it was a lot. So I got hit with one, and then I was infatuated, so I couldn't move, and then I got hit with another one, so I got this one, and then another one stack, and okay, I happen to not be in the way of this. Okay, well, I died from like the damage over time, but here below Kiss, if you're still alive, make sure that you're not standing in this cleave, and as you escape, try to avoid all these other hearts flying around. Okay. Infatuated. Okay, so this is just the one heart suffering minor heart palpitations due to a growing fondness for honeybee, taking damage over time. Okay, so minor heart palpitations versus like major heart palpitations, I think is the other one. I don't remember. And then the third one probably says something else. Oh yeah, wait, just I hovered over it right there. Okay, minor heart palpitations is 1. Oh, head over heels, the number 2 is suffering heart palpitations. So instead of saying minor, it actually just is regular. Okay. Okay, honeybee finale. That's the raid wide and resets the heart thingy. We had a LB3, a healer LB3 here, so we came back to life. And then okay, so we got the tank buster cleaves, so just stay away from behind those tanks. Alarm pheromones. Okay, so we're gonna get those extra bees coming out. Drop of venom, that means the queen's gonna gear up and have the little venom weapon thingy, so there's probably going to be those AoEs somewhere. And so for this variation of the ads, there are bees that are doing their line AoEs all across the stage in no particular order here. It's just line AoEs going out. At least it seems random. Okay, so what I do is I stand near one of them and I kind of just wait near it and just dodge any of the ones that I see coming out. So I saw one, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out of the way. And then I see that this one's gonna blow up soon. So once it blows up, I might be safe to like go stand over there or whatnot. See, so I kind of just hover in a spot and I dodge like that. And it looks like this person, when they got hit by one, they did get knocked back into the... They died probably to the damage, but then they also got knocked back into the lightning thing. Yeah, so for me, like I said, I try to hover around the side and stand near one of the lines of the bees because I'd rather know where one is going to show up rather than rather than stand in the middle and have things coming at me all over the place. Like that just seems like a lot more running around than knowing that over here I don't have to really worry about like a bee behind me. Okay, so there is a lot to dodge here, but that's how I handle it. I don't know, I've got the privilege of being a ranged DPS, and specifically a physical DPS, so I can move around a bit more, but yeah, standing like near one of these things, I feel like might be a better kind of strategy because you kind of know that there's going to be an AoE coming out soon from there. Now I'm trying to watch everyone else dodge over here and it's hard to like watch others because like I don't know what they're thinking exactly. But so this person's like running all over the place over here. They're doing fine. I mean, I think they got hit by one. I think they're trying to hit their positionals also. Yeah, they're getting hit a few times. I think, oh, okay, they also had an electricity thing. So they probably walked into the side or got pushed into the side a few times. Wow, playing, okay, playing melee really is living on the edge of life there. So, alright. Well, good luck with the other mechanic, dodging all that. Okay, so here, this is the donut AoE, so go inside the hitbox. Yeah, I'm not, let's go back, because I feel like, alright, if you're gonna try to still hit the boss while you're dodging things, I don't know if I would prioritize like uptime in terms of making sure I'm getting the side and the, like all that stuff. Like, it just seems like a lot of risky business trying to dodge all this stuff and like maintain your positionals. So, I mean, it's great if you can do it, but it looks like it does require a lot of practice to be able to do all of that all at once. Yeah, they were close. They were close. If they didn't get hit with that last one, they were just like a pixel or two back a little bit, then they would have been fine. This person, the Viper. See, like if they had been like over here a little bit more, or just even just a little bit back, they got clipped by this line. See, in here, it doesn't look like it, but they did indeed actually. Oh, they even did like true north. Their like toe was just on it. So that's like optimizing, but getting really unlucky. So like I said, it's doable, but it'll take some practice if you want to be able to do all of that rather than just focusing on dodging. Okay, so these AoEs are gonna blow up, and then we've got the stack marker. Okay, splash of venom. Was Splash of Venom the stack? Oh yeah. Okay, wait, no, it's not. So the stack is its own thing, but the boss did Splash of Venom to like boost up the weapon. Her weapon here. Here, so now her weapon's boosted up, and then we got the little ads coming out on the sides. So all of these green lines showed up at the same time, so that means they're casting at the same time. And so this is the bow tie cleave. See, it's a bow tie like that. Okay, let's see if I learned my lesson. After the bow tie thing, we got the honey bee line. It even says line in the name, so it's a line AoE. Okay, like this. But like I was straight behind the boss, so you gotta turn your camera so you can definitely see. I had so much time to move and I didn't move because I didn't realize. So yeah, I got hit with that. Okay, and I got damage over time. And then here are these AoE thingies that are gonna blow up. So find an open space, spread out, and then we got your AoEs. I'm surprised I'm still alive. Call me honey. Oh, what was that? Was that just a raid wipe? Yeah. Oh, I was already dead. Yeah, those were raid wipe. Okay. And then tank busters. Oh yeah, okay, so we totally wiped on this. Understandable. This was at like 3:20 in the morning. And so, yeah, everyone was pretty much like fresh. Okay, and then so here with the tanks, you can see both of them have the stack markers, and there's the 4 hearts on here. And you'll see once this drops, they're gonna get an overload of the hearts, and it immediately killed this one. And then this one, they're at the 3 thingy. Hopeless, suffering severe heart palpitations due to undying affection. Okay, and yeah, look at how much their health is dropping. And then they get the dot here. And they're running through to grab one. Yeah, so they died. So, yeah, this is what it's like on launch of a new raid. We've seen pretty much all of the mechanics at this point. And so I will just do the call outs. Okay, call me honey is the raid wide. It's a donut, so inside the hitbox. Honey bee lines, line AoE through the boss's hitbox, like stand on the sides. Tank buster cleaves, away from the tanks. Okay, another beeline thing, away from the middle, go to the sides. But further from like further from this, okay, it's like not on the actual hitbox, it's a little bit further away. I'm noting that because I got hit with it so many times. Okay, honeybee live, so we get the heart situation, and see now I'm positioning myself away from people because I'm like, I don't want to be near other people's baited AoEs. It's too hard to dodge all of that stuff. Alright, love me tender. We got our AoEs, go spread them out, and this is going to give each of us a heart. And then we've got the towers to soak. Just one person in the tower is fine. Okay. Circle AoE, so go out. Okay, now the little hearts are coming out from the boss's hitbox, and then we get these baited circle AoE things. And I'm trying to get away from that person. Lots of things to dodge here. Dodging the big... See how many people were here? And then all of a sudden all these extra hearts showed up? It's tricky business. Okay, so I got hit with all that. I got hit with a few different things here. Okay, blow kiss. Gotta get out of the cleave. Fortunately, I was not stunned there, but I still have my dot. Okay, love me tender. Okay, the rotating thingy. So I'm standing here. I'm gonna wait for the first one to go off and then walk into it. Walk into that spot. Watch out for the cleave, the blow kiss cleave. Okay, so this person was like infatuated there, so they weren't able to move. So they took, ooh, a decent amount of damage. And then one stack. Honeybee finale. Okay, so we lost the heart thingies and we got the tank busters here. Splash of venom. Alright, so the weapon has poison on it. Alright, so we got the donut AoE, so go inside. And then we're gonna get the circle. Oh, it's like... Did you see that? The weapon is like bubbling. It's like bubbling because it's like venom. And then that's gonna turn into those balls of venom on the stage. Okay, so spread out, find an open space. Wait for these things to explode and then spread these AoEs. Okay, drop of venom again, so boosting up the weapon. Okay, beeline, stand on the sides. Okay, find a clear spot to avoid these AoEs. And then we got a stack marker. Alarm pheromones. Okay, so the ads are coming out. Alright, so the lines are going in a clockwise orientation. And so I'm standing near the first one. I'm gonna wait for it to go off and then just follow it. Oh, I saw one dropped right here. An ad. Okay, so they were behind me. So this is the bow tie because they all drop their things at the same time. And then the beeline, remember to stand on the sides. That was close. The reason why so this is part of design here, where it can be spicy because this bow tie configuration means that the tank is probably going to be hanging out in this spot or on the other side, and then this is also where people will be standing to dodge this beeline thingy, right? But then the designers threw in this beeline. Oh, sorry, the bow tie one goes off while we're standing on the sides. But then they throw in this beeline attack that targets literally where everyone is standing to dodge the previous mechanic. And so that's why you have to pay attention to like move out of the way right after the other attack. Because it's really hard to see the animation for this attack. Because of all the colors and stuff, it's showing you, but if you're directly in front of it, it's hard to see. So you also have to read the cast. Alright, the stage is gonna change a bit. Oh, I actually used my popper. Okay, Love Me Tender. So, it's this variation. Alright, we got the stacks. So we want to evenly distribute the stacks if possible. Okay, and then one person in a tower. And then we got multiple towers going out, and so, see, that is why we can divide up the towers with different people, so not one person takes all of the hearts. Okay, outside, so circle AoE. Love Me Tender again. So we got the hearts going out, and we've got the circle AoEs to dodge. Okay, and watch out for the big, large circles too. And I'm trying to stay away from people as much as I can, because I don't want to be near their AoEs. Yeah, it's probably a lot harder for melee people, and then also, yeah, if you're clumping with others. Okay, and then below Kiss is the Cleave. Oh man, I ran into a few of them. Yeah, I think I was running away from this and I didn't pay attention and I got hit by this heart one over here. Okay, Honeybee Finale, so we are gonna switch out of this phase. Tank Busters. Alarm Pheromones, so this is the ads. Okay, Splash of Venom, so we're gonna get those, the poisonous thingy. Okay, so this is the line AoEs that go all over the place. So I'm just hanging out on the side here, near this one, because I'm like, at some point I'm gonna be able to walk into this space. Okay, there we go. And then I just try not to move too much. And I can do that because I'm ranged. But yeah, so people over here are staying closer to the boss, but even then, we want to try to not run around everywhere. Like, see, they're kind of hanging tight in a corner together. Yeah, so kind of clustering in a corner and dodging here back and forth like that is better than like going from here to here to here, they're all over the place. So it's similar to what I'm doing, except it's closer to the boss. Okay, beelines to stand on the sides of the boss. Okay, here's the poison puddles, poison AoEs, okay, and then spread out the AoEs. Okay, this is the bow tie one. Tempting Twist is the donut AoE. Okay, more poison thingies, so go to an open spot. Then we have a stack marker. Oh boy, one person died. I wonder why. Oh, they got hit with one of the poison things over here and then they got a bone stack. So when they went in for the stack, they didn't have enough health to take the stack with us. And they also had a bone stack, 2 bone stacks, so they died. Right, Call Me Honey. It's a raid wide, alright. Tank Busters. Alright, we're switching to that heart phase again. Love me tender. Stacks, so we split them up. Okay, a tower situation, just one person in a tower is fine. Circle AoE, so outside. Love me tender. Okay, the little hearts are floating around. Baited little circles. Watch out for the big circles and the outside hearts. So much to dodge. Oh yeah, wow, the announcer said the challenger went down hard when someone died. I do like those little details. I like that they added that kind of stuff. So, if you are running this pretty early on after launch, then, like I mentioned in the other video, the other fight, the loot is locked to getting only one piece per week. One piece of gear or gear enhancing material attainable per week. So, if you're doing this fight and you're running for specific loot that you want, and you're not able to get it, then it's better to just not get anything at all, like pass on the things you don't want. So then you run the fight again until you get the piece you want, because you can only get one per week per fight. There are other people who make videos explaining all that stuff in depth that you can take a look at. Okay? Alright, hope that was helpful. Goodbye.